Welcome back, guys. Cardy from Cardytoons. Today I'll be drawing Thorin Oakenshield from The Hobbit with the famous Faber-Castell Polychromos 120 pack of pencils, and using this blender in this box. I got it from Jackson's Art Supply, the UK, but this one's posted from Sweden, and it's the Zest-It color pencil blend, citrus free. See how it goes. Okay, the unboxing video. Everyone likes a good unboxing. Well, if you don't, you can fast forward this bit, but nice little packaging and being careful with the knife. Here we go. We have the pencil blend citrus free, non-flammable thankfully, and non-toxic solvent. I came across this because I was watching YouTube, as we do, and a couple of people talking about the product, and then just did a Google search and up it came. And then I just gave it a test run, but here it is. So you can see I'm using like a small brush, it's not a tiny brush, and just seeing how it went, just painting, pretty much painting it. You can use, as others say, you can use a cotton bud and different swirling motions, but you can see there, you can still see the graininess of the paper, and here it is, blending away. I found that I went to this big flat brush. Well, it's big for an art brush. It's a nice soft bristle, and it works really well because you have to be careful with a brush and with solvent that you're not using too much for one. Look what I've done here. Looks like something out of Stranger Things. And you can see here that the solvent, this solvent, it really brought out the color. I thought it was a reddy brown color. You can see it's more of a purple. As soon as I applied that, and you can see too, just having a trial, sometimes I use too much. You don't need much on your brush at all, because if you use too much, it does spread it around, and also you can get a bit of blotchiness going there. So here, just penciling in now some skin tone. You know what it's like if you're working with pencil, you have to build up those colors, yeah? So with the actor from The Hobbit who plays Thorin Oakenshield, it's Richard Armitage, or is it Armitage? Armitage? I'm not quite sure, but fantastic actor. First saw him in Captain America as the bad guy, the villain at the start, and trying to sneak off on that little submarine. Remember that part? He's pretty cool. It's not an even shading with the pencil, but I'm learning. I'm still learning, and we always learn, don't we? Now here we go, the Faber-Castell fantastic sharpener. You can't really see this, but it has 3 holes there, and one of them on that side, you see where I'm doing sharpening the pencil at the moment, it says coloured pencil. So there you go, guys. It gives a lovely lovely point on the pencil. It doesn't make the I guess the lead of the pencil too long. So really, I guess Faber-Castell made that for colour pencil, for their coloured pencils. So it works really well. I'm sure it would with any pencil, really. But back to the flat brush. Here it is. You can see blending here. It's by this time. See, I've never blended any drawing before. I have got a set of Derwent watercolor pencils. Used to love using those. It's a similar thing. The watercolor pencils, well, it does spread it a lot more. But this is just great to use the brush like this. And you can see that though there, like I was saying before, there's some blotchiness, yeah, because it wasn't very even with the pencil. But you've got to be careful pushing the pencil, I guess pushing that pigment around with solvent and a brush. You will move that pigment around, and you can see it actually move on the page, and it can build up and cause that blotchiness. So it's good to find a technique, and I was trying to search for that technique actually, trying to get it blended nicely. Nice sharpener again, keeping a pencil nice and sharp and getting some nice fine outlines and some detail. And you can see the actual, because I've sped this up here, you can see the solvent drying as I go. Yeah, in fact it does take a little to dry. I didn't use it sparingly here by the way, just trying to really bring out the black or the darker colours there in the mix. But yeah, it does take a good 5 minutes to dry, maybe more. Maybe leave it for 15 minutes and then you can come back and have a draw over the top of it. But it's really good too with the blender, the solvent, to just wash over, I guess, wash over the pencil. What I'm doing now is just wanted to darken up those, the white or the light colour strands of hair, just darken those up. And here it is with the white pencil, the Faber-Castell white pencil. I wanted to see how that went. And quite well. Yeah, you just have to keep it sharp and maybe keep drawing over the top for a little bit just to bring out those highlights with the white pencil. It really did work. And then onto the eyes. I love drawing eyes, as many people do. I'm sure you do too, yeah. And it's like the saying that eyes are the windows of the soul. He was just a great character, wasn't he? He was a stern character. He was very serious. He was on the mission, wasn't he? In fact, I love the movie, The Hobbit. And you've got to, when you watch it next, count how many times they say, before the last light of Durian's Day. Okay? Oh yes, we've got to get there before the last light of Durian's Day. They say it so many times, you should count it. It's quite funny when you watch it back. And yes, I did get out the smaller brush with the points. So as you're watching, back to the bigger brush here, you can see big brush is actually fantastic, even with some little detailed areas because of the point on it and because of that turning the brush on a line. But the bigger brush was brilliant for just blending those bigger areas, trying to get that shade on the face. It was really cool. But up close you can see the blotchiness, I guess, as I was talking about before. And just adding a little bit more detail with the black pencil. Back to the white pencil, doing some highlights, and then moving down to finish off the clothing, the outfit. And I guess one of my favourite parts of drawing this character was the armour. And about to start that shortly. We've got the armour going on, so just trying to get the shapes of the suit. I did pull out the silver pencil. That was a cool one because I hadn't used that. The silver pencil from the Faber-Castell set. And just kept building it up and getting out the brush. And one really cool thing was these tiny little indents, I guess. They're little dots, which I'm adding now with the darker pencil. And then I came back to those and with a gel pen, just a standard white gel pen. I had a couple of those. When it works, that is. Didn't always work, but it was fantastic to come back over those dark areas and just add the fine hairs from the fur. And here we go, just some little highlights, and those little indents on his suit of armour. Yeah, really cool for the highlights. Fantastic. And there it is, you guys. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. Drawing Thorin Oakenshield, Richard Armitage. So there it is. Don't forget to subscribe. Give us a thumbs up. I'll keep wearing wigs. Then you won't get the shine from my bald spot, right? But I'll be cracking, actually, because I think it's the last light of Durian's Day. Farewell.